All right, very exciting. My sister is about to get proposed to. My brother-in-law, my future brother-in-law, Matt, I love this guy. He got us a key to Gramercy Park, and I am going to be like hiding in the bushes, filming, and he's going to propose. He's got a photographer. It's going to be super exciting. And then he's got this after party at Harding's around the block, and all my sister's friends and his family have like flown in. So Gramercy Park, proposal time. Wow. It's been a long time coming. Okay, I am hiding in the bushes right now in Gramercy Park. Matt and Blair are about to be here any minute, and I'm filming this. They put me on content creation. I love that they know my skill set. I'm so nervous. Let's go!
Open up your mind and see like me. Open up your plans and damn, you're free. I look into your heart and you'll find love, love.
Guys, we did it! We did it! They're I'm so happy!
We're just one big family.
She said yeah!
And it's our God-forsaken right to be loved. Love, 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 loved. So I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait, I'm sure.
Hey Ryan, what are you up to?
I'm on the hunt for a literary agent. Yep, I just wrote a book, but this is my second book. I wrote The Very Social Broker about 3 years ago, but I've always wanted to write a children's book. And I have a book that I love reading, Gabby, and it's like her favorite book. It's called Busy, Busy World. It's been around since the 60s. And she loves it because it's a map of the world, and each country has a different animal that she'll be like, okay, I want the monkey in Australia or the lion in New Zealand. And so then I'll go to like Australia and there'll be a short story about the lion in New Zealand. I looked around and I've read so many books. I read, the rule is 3 books a night, and that's like minimum, for 5 years. So I mean, I've read thousands of books, of children's books, a lot of them on the repeat, but I've read a lot of books. And I know the format, and I know what she likes and what she doesn't like. So I just wrote the book. This is like a done deal. This is literally a book. And I'm gonna do it, it's gonna be like a kid's book that really like showcases the vibrancy of New York State, because I'm gonna have New York City, I'm gonna have Long Island, Upstate, Staten Island, Westchester, and they're gonna, same kind of concept. There'll be like a different animal, like there's the jazz playing lion of Harlem, or the poodle in the Upper East Side. I got the story. Now I need a literary agent, because this is not my first rodeo. I've already published before. So with The Very Social Broker, I self-published, and that was a good experience. I learned a lot, but I didn't really sell as many books as I wanted. It was expensive. It cost me a lot of money. So I am going to be pitching my book to literary agents, who then can help me find an illustrator and a publisher. So I don't have to pay for an illustrator and a publisher. And I think it'll also help me, get more exposure, get the book in stores. And I really could see a book like this, like at all the tourist spots in New York City, like the Empire State Building, the Slime Museum, the Natural History Museum, because this book is talking about all New York City has to offer, like, which I know. I'm a real estate agent that like knows the ins and outs of New York, and I'm combining that with real-time stories for children, that talk about that teach lessons, that talk about emotions. So here it is. Look out for the holidays. We're trying to get these out for the holidays. So Christmas, Hanukkah, watch out.
So Ryan, for people who might say that writing this book is silly, what do you got to say to them on that?
It's a passion project, and I think if anybody knows who I am, they're going to know that this is an authentic book. And it's just going to be another way for me to connect with my friends, my family, my clients, there's so many different agents out there. When I mean like different, like, you know, being a real estate agent is usually like a second or third career, and there's just a lot of different personalities. You know, each one of these agents has their own sphere of influence, like their own, you know, clientele that they work with. And honestly, mine is probably families. You know, like, you work with who you are, and like, I'm a family in New York City, you know, raising a child, not an easy process, very expensive, but I love it, I live for it, and so like, this is just a way for me to connect with my target market, like the kind of clients that I really, you know, I can talk about, you know, schools, you know, the bedroom placements, like where they're gonna, you know, be playing, like open kitchens, like amenities, you know, how far their building is to the subway, like, you know, easy access to going to parks and playgrounds. Like, I really actually know playgrounds pretty well in New York City. You know, even having a baby, like I've been there, done that. So, you know, this, again, I think it just makes me an expert in the field of like being a parent in New York City and raising a kid. And I think the kids are gonna love it. I honestly, I'm gonna be so excited. Like, when I just imagine like going to my daughter's school and like reading the book, because I really think that this is gonna be such a good book. Again, I've read a lot of books, children's books, and like, I know the formula, and I think I just nailed it with this, and I nailed it with what I'm passionate about. New York City, fun, creative stories, and teaching lessons, you know, so the kids can be better. And this book's gonna be awesome. What's up, guys? I am here at the Boulevard. Just finished the walkthrough. I got the Looney Cleaners here doing a deep clean. This was a really interesting sale. This was with older adults. The husband was going through dementia, so you really had to be very patient with these sellers. They bought at a very high price, and when we came in and told them what it would take to sell, they trusted us, and we actually got exactly what we said we were gonna get. And it's tough because in this last two years, the market has really been down, and these sellers had to take a loss, but they needed to move on from this property. They needed to go to an assisted living facility. So to get them to where they needed to be, we helped facilitate move managers that helped really work with them on getting all of their belongings organized out of the apartment, and then help them find their next chapter, which was an assisted living facility. So this is something me and my team are really involved with. We are starting this group called Compass Plus that specializes in working with older adults. So this was a really good experience with an older adults couple, and just getting, you know, another client under our belt and just really becoming experts in this space. Very grateful for the sale. Was not an easy one. They never are. But you know, when you have a good team around you, behind you, working with you, it makes things a lot easier. Just leaving Hudson Yards, I had this really awesome housewarming gift that we just left for a client there. I love this building. Look at this building. We just rented the penthouse there, 3-bedroom for like $28,000. Hudson Yards, man. What's really cool about this is like, I watched this project from ground up. So I was here with a construction hat, like in the right there, that Coach building. Where is it? The Coach building, right there. That was the first building in Hudson Yards, and I was there like in a hard hat. Why that building? And now it's 8 buildings. We got the Vessel, the Equinox Hotel, and this is 15 Hudson Yards, which is the condo. And then there's the rail tracks right over there, which is the second phase. Will that ever get developed? We shall see.
Is this story time?
Yeah, so I'm really sorry, but I got to vent. So today we have a closing on one of our listings, the Boulevard, which has just been just one of those listings with just a lot of back and forth. And the sellers never left the set of keys. and they said they were mailing it like the next day, and they should have left the keys. We told them to leave the keys. They didn't leave the keys. The buyers want the keys. Okay, no problem. I go to the building, I get the keys, I make a copy, I come back, I double park my car. I had just dropped off my kid at summer camp. I double park my car, and the doorman, who was honestly just being a pain, says, oh, you gotta go up to the apartment to leave the keys there. I go, can't I just leave them here? They're gonna be here in 2 hours after the closing to pick up the keys. No, you have to go upstairs. So I go upstairs, my car is double parked. I'm like looking back, I'm like, okay, you know, I open the door, leave the keys in there, come back down, I got a ticket. My car was literally there for 2 minutes. If the doorman would have just said, sure, no problem, we'll leave the keys at the front desk, they could pick them up, then no problem. I wouldn't have got a ticket, but like he went out of his way to like be annoying. And honestly, like,
Why did you have to double park?
because I needed to be quick, and finding parking spot in New York City is like impossible. It would have been another 20 minutes, and like as a real estate agent, time is everything. But I feel like this is just one of those deals that it was like one little thing after next that was like annoying, like things that I can overcome. That's not gonna like, you know, ruin my day or cause destruction or whatever. Just like annoying things. Like this doorman could have just let me up. I wouldn't have got a ticket, but he had to be a pain in the ass. Life is not easy.
Not in New York.
There's wrong prompts.
Yes, but then he's starting to feel better. I'm sorry, Gabby, Rascal said. I should have listened. I never ride without a helmet again. Gabby smiled. I already wrote the Coney Island. I can maybe fit Gene in there. You want to hear Coney Island?
I already know Coney Island.
No, I rewrote it. Do you want to hear Coney Island? Yes?
Yes.
Look, she's
Bye.
got brakes on.
Bye.
Oh boy. Oh god.
Ryan, tell me about having this gorgeous dog here in New York.
I love this dog. This is Gigi.
Hi, Gigi.
Mwah. You know, I think having a dog in New York is so therapeutic. This is such a hustle and bustle, and there's so much going on. Like, to come home and just like have this little bundle of love greet me, kiss me, love me. She's so excited to see me. Sleeping together, you know, I love sleeping with my dog. She sleeps like right here. It makes it very difficult to get up in the morning because I have to like actually get over her, and she's so like she's nuzzled into my leg, and it feels really good. Probably the most challenging part of about my day, getting up because of you. I also get up at like 5 a.m. so it's pretty early. I also love the walks. I really enjoy my walks. I make some phone calls. I listen to a podcast. I'm very social. I meet the neighbors. I talk. You know, I have my like walk. I walk through Waterline Square. So I like my walks. I walk her twice a day. That's all I really do. My wife handles everything else. She feeds her. She buys all the stuff. She does the doctor's appointments. Who does Gigi like more?
Gigi's the daddy's girl.
She sleeps next to me. But her mommy's obsessed. Corolla loves this dog so much. So does Gabby. It's funny, Gabby wakes up in the morning, or like Gigi is pawing at the door just waiting for Gabby to wake up. As soon as Gabby wakes up, she screams my name and she goes, Daddy! Daddy! And then like I either leave the door a little bit open and Gigi like jets into her room, or like I'll open the door and Gigi just runs in and gives her like a bunch of kisses, and she acts like she doesn't like it. She's but she like loves it. So having a dog is a great addition to your family. It's kind of like training wheels for having a kid. And I mean, look at this face. Adorable. Mwah.